Welcome back to my second installment of the best hockey cards for each number in the NHL. This series is going to run from 79 to 60, and we're going to get it start off with a bang with Mr. Nathan Walker. Maybe not. Nathan Walker, this is more of a fun fact card than a bang. This is his rookie card, his young gun. But he is the first Australian to have ever played in the NHL, and he is, like so many other players, he was in the right place at the right time, and he won the Stanley Cup. So he's the first Australian to ever appear on the Cup. Worth not very much here in North America, but I'm sure worth a fortune in the land down under. As I've mentioned, I'm from Ottawa, and I'm a big Sens fan, so you're going to see some Sens cards. So here's another young gun of another Senator hopeful, Mr. Philip Schlappick. Not worth much, but hopefully he does become a great player for the Sens and for the card. Here's the first auto in this group. This is Anthony DeAngelo. This is number 278 of 499. This is from the Fleer Showcase Hot Prospects, which they don't make Fleer Showcase anymore. He did not do too well with Arizona, traded around, but this past year he's found himself with the Rangers and is doing okay. I mean, before the season came to a hold and everybody else, the world was put on pause. He ended up having 53 points, and as a defenseman was a plus 12. So number 77, you would think you'd want Ray Bourque, but I don't have a good Ray Bourque card, so it's going to be Anthony DeAngelo. Moving along, number 76, I think, is definitely PK Subban. I mean, this guy, I've liked him since he was with the Habs and thought he was going to go to Nashville and really, help them bring home a cup, but not quite. So this is from the Trilogy set. This is quite good. I think these look pretty good, and it's number 379 out of 999. Number 75, here he is, Michael DiPietro. I don't know what he wore this is from the Canada Juniors Upper Deck Series. I don't know what he wore for Team Canada, but for Vancouver, where he is now, he's number 75. I think this is a card you should run out and get as many DiPietro cards as you can find. Not necessarily this one, but he's going to be a great player, and the Vancouver Canucks are going to be an amazing team. They've got Thatcher Demko, Mike DiPietro is a 1-2 punch in goals, and then you're going to have so many good rookies on that team. It's going to be quite good. Moving right along, 74, this is John Carlson. I don't really like him, but I did want to show you the overtime cards. So when you buy a box of Upper Deck cards, you end up getting a little pack of 3 players, 3 cards, and it's overtime. These ones, this is the blue foil, which is a bit of a harder one to get. It's usually just a silver foil, but here's the blue foil overtime of Mr. John Carlson. Moving down, number 73, again, this isn't a very valuable card, but when I started back into collecting, Charlie McAvoy was the card to get. He's doing okay right now, not doing great, so might be a time to buy his card, and hopefully he'll start to do better. This is from the Coast to Coast Canadian Tire O-Pee-Chee set, but I think number 73, Charlie McAvoy is the one to try to get for that number. Here comes one of my favorite players, the future of the Ottawa Senators, Mr. Thomas Chabot. When Erik Karlsson left town, it was quickly decided, this is going to be the guy, the future defenseman, and they just signed him for a big 8-year contract, so that's good to see, and I have no doubt he's going to be the captain of this team. That's my bet. But this is, I wanted to get his young gun when he came around, and then this is his canvas, which is even harder to get. Another cool card I have of his, which I enjoy, ran out and picked up this acetate or clear cut. I just think this is a cool card in the fact that, again, it's a moment in time. It was when they played the outdoor game against the Montreal Canadiens here in Ottawa. And he's all bundled up for the cold weather. So, again, I don't think it's worth a lot, but it's worth a lot to me. I think it's a great-looking card, and to any Sens fan, you would want to have that one. Trying to move along here to number 71. This is Michael Del Cole. I own a couple of these. He was a 5th overall pick. So hopefully he'll become good, and the Islanders are a pretty solid team, so here's hoping that's a good card to own. Moving down to number 70, I think it's quite clear it's Brandon Holtby at this point in time. I picked this up just after he won the Stanley Cup, number 143 at 299. I love Black Diamond. Again, it's Black Diamond Relics. They're knocking it out of the park with the look of their card. I don't know if you can see that, but it's sort of set back a bit from the card. It's a very thick card, but it's set back because it's sort of made to be like a shadow box. So, again, I think this is a nice looking card. I love Black Diamond, and yeah, Brandon Holtby, not a bad card to hold on to at that number. Number 69. Well, I guess number 69 is a bit of a taboo number. So there isn't really many players that wear number 69, so I'm just going to skip ahead to number 68 and show you two 68s because there's someone else that truly owns 68, but this is a pretty good card. Why is there no 69? I'm assuming maybe marketing. I mean, who's going to have their son walking around in a 69 jersey? I know I'm not. But at number 68, this is Mike Hoffman. Again, he was a great player here in Ottawa, and then his fiancée made some accusations towards Erik Karlsson, and he was unceremoniously shipped out of town. So I ended up buying a bunch of these cards, and now I'm stuck with them. But this is the pro penmanship. Again, I think these look great, and this is a gold foil instead of the regular silver, so it's number 20 out of 49. Who's number 68? Well, number 68 has to be Jaromir Jagr. This is from the Silver Skate set that I showed in the last video. Again, he's a great player, but what I love about Jaromir Jagr, I have to show this card too. Not worth a lot, but this was my favorite card back in the day. Look at that. He's got the upper deck jacket, he's got the hair, and the bizarre penny loafers. I just think, this is such a funny card. I love it. But what I like about Jaromir Jagr is I got this card when I was in high school. I graduated high school, graduated from college, got married, had kids, bought a minivan, bought a house, everything. And then a few years ago, I bought this card when I was drinking a pack of Tim Hortons coffee. So what I think is amazing is this guy's been playing hockey basically my entire life. So from the time I started collecting to the time I got back into collecting, with a decade in between where I didn't collect hockey cards, he's still got a card available and brand new. So I just think that's a pretty fascinating guy to collect. He's got tons of cards out there, so that'd be the one to get for 68. Max Pacioretty. Again, this is kind of the best card I could find for 67. That's from the Tim Hortons set. And then moving on to number 66. Well, who do we have for number 66? We have Josh Ho-Sang. I know what you're saying. It's like, well, that's Mario Lemieux. And I totally agree, except I don't have any good Mario Lemieux cards. And I'm somewhat shocked to find that someone has the audacity to wear number 66, but here's Josh Ho-Sang. He is locked out right now, not playing, trying to figure out a contract, so this might be a good card to get. Once this guy figures that out and starts playing, he could be a pretty good player. I think, again, these rookie gems from the Black Diamond are a great-looking card, so glad I have this one at number 66. Number 65, as I said, Thomas Chabot was the future of the Sens, and Erik Karlsson's the past. So here's Erik Karlsson. This is Ice Shredders. This is SPX. SP stands for short print. I think this is a great card. Two different colored patches. For Erik Karlsson. Again, I kind of rushed out. I bought this card. I was going to buy more Erik Karlsson cards, but then the writing was on the wall that he was not going to re-sign with Ottawa, so I grabbed that one, and that's about it from Erik Karlsson. Kiefer Sherwood at number 64. Again, just a quick young gun, trying to find someone to fill up that number. And then down to number 63. For some reason, this guy is one of my favorite players. I don't know why. I just find that he's an affordable card and he's a good player, and I think Florida should be doing better than they're doing. And this is Mr. Dadonov. Again, I think these are great cards. I think this looks very nice. The Black Diamond Authentic Signature out of 100. It's a sticker, but again, it's still, I think it's a cool auto to have of this guy. I'll quickly rush through number 62, Carl Hagelin base card. Again, I couldn't find anything better than that. And then here comes the best card I own. Here it is, Mr. number 61, Mark Stone. And this is the coveted, the Cup. Upper Deck, the Cup is the series to buy. This is, I think, $500, $600 for a box, and a box contains one pack that contains maybe 5 or 6 cards. But all the cards are almost of this quality, so happy to get this one. This was one that was pulled. I bid online for a case break. So what they do is somebody will buy 5 boxes of this, and then he'll put up Mark Stone. And any Mark Stone card that's pulled, you get to keep. But if it's not pulled, then it's like buying a lottery ticket that didn't come through, right? Happens all the time. So this one, I remember I think I bid $5.99 on eBay, and then I watched the live stream, and they pulled this one, and I was thrilled. Best card I have. He's not with the Senators anymore. I'm very upset about that, but I think he will win a cup with the Vegas Golden Knights. So, and this is a good, so you have the autograph, which is wonderful. Then you have a patch, and the patch has, the more colors, the more value it has. So this has, the red, the black, the white. So this is a great patch to have. And, I'll even argue, if you get up real close there, there's a speck of gold in there. So I'm going to say this is a 4-color patch. How do you like that? Anyways, that's my favorite card of all time that I have, Mark Stone. And then I'll finish off this video with number 60. Again, a bit of a stretch to try and find this. Mr. Marcus Granlund. This is the siblings card. On Free Hockey Card Day, they gave these out. And there's, the famous siblings in the NHL. They have, the Sedin twins. They have the PK Subban, Malcolm Subban brothers. And then, of course, the famous Granlund brothers. Yeah, maybe not so famous. Again, I had to search for this. I didn't know who Marcus Granlund was, but there is number 60 with the Vancouver Canucks. So I hope you enjoyed looking through these cards with me. Any comments, anything you want to argue, I'd love to see a comment. And I'll be back with another installment shortly.